dog wolf, since we're on dogs. He wandered off into the Catskills before the Revolutionary War, only to return 20 years later. Tom's Laconia.
Rip Van Winkle.
Rip Van Winkle is correct. That's right. All right, for this bonus question, we leave the canine corps and go into another subject. You'll earn 5 points for each of these famous Paris landmarks you can name. A 984-foot structure designed for the Exposition of 1889. Eiffel Tower is correct. That gives you 5 more points. An ancient royal palace turned into a museum.
Versailles.
The Louvre.
The Louvre is correct, right. An early Gothic cathedral completed in 1250.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
An early Gothic cathedral completed in 1250.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is right. And to get a full 20 points, a large boulevard, the Elysian Fields.
Champs-Élysées.
Yeah, Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées is correct. You earned all 20 points out of a possible 20. All right, now back to the 10-point toss-up questions, and you'll have a chance at a bonus if you can answer this one. Valparaiso is this South American country's largest port. What is the nation? Valparaiso, South American country's largest port. Yes, Greg, Laconia.
Chile.
Chile is correct. All right, we go back to Laconia. And another bonus question for 5 points each. Identify these Benjamin Franklin creations. Franklin's best-known literary work is called what?
Poor Richard's Almanac. Poor Richard's Almanac?
That's right, Poor Richard's Almanac for 5 points. He invented what device with an open firebox which heated rooms more efficiently than others of the day?
The Franklin stove.
The Franklin stove, aptly named, or the Pennsylvania fireplace was another name for that. Now, for the full 15, in the 1750s, what device did Franklin invent to protect houses against natural electricity damage in thunderstorms?
The lightning rod.
The lightning rod is correct. 15 out of a possible 15. 175 points now for Laconia. French artist, this is a 10-point toss-up again. French artist Eugene Delacroix painted Liberty Leading the People. What French sculptor produced the colossal bronze statue of Liberty enlightening the world? Yes, Dave, Laconia.
Renoir.
Renoir is incorrect. We now give Central a chance for 10 points and a possible bonus question. All right, Chris, Central.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo is also incorrect. Frederick Augusta Bartholdi, and of course the statue is better known as the Statue of Liberty. So we go back to the 10-point toss-ups. This is another math question. The cafeteria cashier gives you change for $1 in dimes and quarters. How many coins do you receive? Change for $1 in dimes and quarters. Yes, Greg, Laconia.
7.
7 is correct. 2 quarters and 5 dimes. All right, now we go back to the bonus pile. I'll give you 3 advertising slogans. You identify the magazine or newspaper associated with each slogan. Each correct answer, as before, gives you 5 points. All the news that's fit to print.
The New York Times.
New York Times is right for 5 points. The weekly news magazine.
Time.
Time is correct for an additional 5 points, all right? Never underestimate the power of a woman.
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan is incorrect. Ladies' Home Journal was the correct answer. So you have 10 out of a possible 15 points in that particular bonus question. Okay. Prognosticate means to foretell or predict. What does proliferate mean? Proliferate. All right, Jeff, Central.
To spread out.
All right, that is acceptable, to spread out or reproduce rapidly. Proliferate. Well, now it's time for a bonus question for Central. All right. For 5 points apiece, give me the authors of each of these novels. Count of Monte Cristo.
Dumas.
Dumas is correct. Alexander Dumas. All right, Central is starting a roll now. Winesburg, Ohio. Who wrote Winesburg, Ohio?
No. Listen, I didn't say Crane. That's
Crane.
Crane is incorrect. Winesburg, Ohio was written by Sherwood Anderson. You have 5 points. We're going for 10 points now. Billy Budd was written by who?
Herman Melville.
Yeah, Herman Melville.
Herman Melville is correct. All right. And now for a possible 3 out of 4. Ivanhoe was written by who?
Goober?
Goober. You're thinking of Maybury RFD, I think. No, it was that was written by Walter Scott. And that's it for round 2 already. This one just zoomed by. Now we're going to be back for the exciting final round in just a moment, but let's get a message from Manchester Central High, prepared by Mr. Robert Vayo and narrated by Jeff Lebo.
Central High School, the oldest public high school in the state, has a campus consisting of 4 buildings: the Classical, the James, the Practical Arts, and the Industrial Arts. Central boasts of a diversified curriculum with over 200 courses from which a student can select, a nationally recognized newspaper, numerous clubs and organizations to fulfill a student's interests, and a proud tradition in athletics.
Fine work. All right, now we're going to enter round number 3. Now, this will be vaguely reminiscent of round 1 because we'll go back to the 10-point toss-up questions. There'll be no bonus questions in this round. And the score is now 195 to 80, with Laconia having a decisive lead right now. A catalyst is a chemical substance which affects the rate of a reaction. What do we call an organic catalyst? All right, Mary?
An enzyme.
An enzyme is correct, Mary. All right, the TASS news agency reports from which country? Jeff, Central.
Soviet Union.
Soviet Union, the USSR is correct. During the last break, they were flexing their finger muscles. That's why they're picking up more points. All right, now here's a music question. So you get 10 points for this music toss-up. Let's listen carefully to the music, and then I'll ask the question. The music was part of a collection of piano pieces called Suite Bergamasque. The work was inspired by a poem by French poet Paul Verlaine, who wrote of the clear, calm light of the sad, lovely moon. All right, Chris, Central.
By Debussy?
That's right, Claire de Lune by Debussy. I should caution all of you not to press your buzzer to ask what I'm going to do next, because that won't get you points. All right, the New Hampshire state motto, "Live free or die," is attributed to what American Revolutionary hero? Greg Laconia.
John Stark.
General John Stark is correct. All right, here's another 10-point toss-up question. This question has 5 answers. You must give all 5 answers to earn this 10-point toss-up. Name all 5 of the Great Lakes. All 5 of the Great Lakes. Mary.
Lake Superior, Lake Huron, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, and Lake Michigan.
Yeah. You got it. A 19th century prince of the House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha was the husband of Queen Victoria. Can you name him? Yes, Jeff, Central.
Albert.
Prince Albert.
Yeah,
He did not date any actresses, as far as we know at this time. Another math toss-up for you now. The number of students in a classroom can be arranged in R rows of S seats in each row, leaving 3 seats vacant. Express in terms of R and S the number of people in this classroom. All right, Pete, Central.
RS minus 3.
RS minus 3 is correct, yes. All right. Now we have an art question, so if you could look at your monitors, you'll see a painting, A Girl with a Watering Can, one of the most popular in Washington, D.C.'s National Gallery. Yes, Dave of Laconia.
Renoir.
Renoir is correct. The answer was on the screen. Well, that didn't take much mental agility then. We'll disqualify that because obviously if you show them the answer, it's not nearly as difficult, is it? All right. Okay. All right. But it was a nice painting, and we're certainly glad we looked at it. In early October 1983, he visited Jerry Falwell's Liberty Baptist College and spoke against the dangers, yes, Jeff, of Central.
Senator Ted Kennedy.
Senator Ted Kennedy, yes. Jerry Falwell was quite surprised when he took him up on a very casual invitation, too. Russian writer Ivan Turgenev wrote Fathers and Sons. What 20th century American playwright wrote All My Sons? All My Sons, an American playwright. All right, Jeff, Central?
Tennessee Williams.
Tennessee Williams is incorrect. Laconia, you have a chance for 10 here. And we will not put the answer up on the screen, so to All right, Arthur Miller. Arthur Miller. It's also one of Marilyn Monroe's husbands. Name the home run king who, after 22 years in Japanese professional baseball, retired with a record 868 career home runs. 868 career home runs in Japanese baseball. Pete, Central.
Simply O.
Simply O, that's right. That's, we should mention his first name was not Simply, just in case. It's Sadaharu O, and that last name is O-H. All right, along the banks of this river, you can visit Harper's Ferry, the Lincoln Memorial, and Mount Vernon. Yes, Greg, Laconia.
The Potomac.
The Potomac is correct, right. Still active today, this religious order was founded in the 16th century by Ignatius Loyola. Can you name it? Dave, Laconia?
The Jesuits.
The Jesuits is correct, right. All right, virtually all food digestion and absorption takes place in which organ of the digestive system? Tom, Laconia.
The duodenum.
The what?
Duodenum.
The duodenum is incorrect. We're getting a ruling now from Mrs. Milligan. All right, that is acceptable, though most of us just like to call it the small intestine. Are you looking forward to a career in medicine by any chance? No. No. That's if you want to be formal with your small intestine. You must answer both parts of this question to earn 10 points. On April 23rd, already? That's it. That's the end of the final whistle. Our first Granite State Challenge is now history. And our scoreboard says Laconia 235, Central 160. Let's get a ruling. Is that the correct score? Congratulations, Laconia. You've won the first Granite State Challenge. And our thanks, too, to Manchester Central for giving us a good contest. Better luck next time, but good work nonetheless. All right, now remember, on March 26th, Laconia High will be back with us for the quarterfinals of Granite State Challenge. They'll be meeting the winners of next week's contest between the Lakers of Interlakes High in Meredith and the Warriors of Winnicott High in Hampton. So that'll be coming up, that action next week, Monday night at 7:30. I hope you can join us for that, and thank you for being with us tonight for the opening rounds of Granite State Challenge.
Teams from Interlakes High School and Winnicott High School compete next week on Granite State Challenge. Stay tuned now for Frontline.
Granite State Challenge is made possible by a grant from Public Service of New Hampshire.